studio, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. He's a successful entrepreneur, published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes.
Yes, here we are again, another day committed to picking a fight with the mainstream media, the fake news out there, and providing you the timely truth centered around real estate, credit, finance, marketing, health, nutrition, lifestyle, so much more. You're listening to the Consumer Quarterback Show, where our number one goals are to educate, entertain, enlighten, but most importantly, we want to engage you in an effort to help you win in any marketplace. No matter what you're facing out there, we want to help you win. And how can we help you win? You've got to engage by reaching out.
The only thing I'm addicted to right now is winning.
813-670-7372. 813-670-7372. Thanks to Braylon for doing the Facebook Live today. There's your song. I couldn't hear it, could you? Quarterback Show here, helping you win, making you more street smart here. Intelligent Talk Radio. I've got some intelligent folks here in studio with me today. We're going to jump right into it. Go around the horn now, make our introductions. William Crowley, a.k.a. the Credit Magician, back in the house. Welcome in, sir.
Hey, I'm back, baby. I'm back and ready to go.
Yeah.
Let's make it happen.
Let's do it. Let's educate.
Right.
Let's entertain. Let's engage these listeners today, right?
We're going to talk about everything today, baby. We're going to get on the corporate media.
Good stuff. All right, like it. Also, back in the house, Stephen Gunnin, managing partner, Replenish IV Solutions.
How we doing?
Excellent.
Trying to get everybody juiced up today, literally.
That's right, juiced
on
up.
water.
The health side.
The good stuff.
The good stuff. That's right. All the different types of IVs to help you recover, and also treating cancer patients out there on a serious note. I mean, a lot of cool stuff happening there.
Thank you.
Shout out to Replenish IV Solutions. Also, Will Hyder making his debut. He's an expert buyer agent with Platinum MVP Realty. He's also a Facebook expert, ad management, and consultant. Welcome in, sir.
Thank you for having me. So today
pleasure.
we're going to discuss, different reasons why you need an experienced, tech-savvy realtor to help, a lot of these first-time home buyers in this market. It's really hot. We're going to talk about the benefits of having the right type of realtor to get the house that you're looking for without having any issues with the contracts.
That's right, yeah. A lot of stuff happening there in that space, and also helping you win in any marketplace is the goal of our show. We want to give a shout out to Brio Tuscan Grill at the International Plaza. Let me tell you, I enjoy our lunches over at Brio Tuscan Grill, International Plaza. It's the Renaissance, next to the Renaissance Tampa Hotel at the International Plaza. Man, they've got an awesome menu, the most courteous staff in the restaurant industry. You got to check them out at the International Plaza. You will discover Italian menu, drinks, cozy atmosphere, bringing the pleasures of the Tuscan Country Villa to Tampa. So come check them out, and we're here in studio. We're going to help you win no matter what you're looking at out there, and making you just a bit more street smart here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Do a lot of real estate in the business here in the Tampa Bay market. Just a quick shout out to sellers out there, or even homeowners. If you're thinking of selling a property, or maybe even have not thought about it but somewhat considered, right now there's a lack of inventory in the marketplace, and we need inventory. We've got several families that are looking to move into the area, and especially in that 250 to 350 range. There's a lot of families looking to move in town. So if you're open to selling, maybe repositioning your assets closer to the beach, closer to work, right now would be a great time to do that. So hit us up on our call line, 813-670-7372. Text the word value for a free comparable market analysis at 813-670-7372. And that's 670-REQB. All right, let's jump into it. William Crowley, the Credit Magician, is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Now, what he's going to do is help you understand a little bit more about credit. He's going to talk about the bureaus out there and some of the things that they're doing, these collection efforts that are being made daily. And one of the most important things to understand about credit, William, is that we're not taught it in school. There's no credit police out there, right?
That's right. And that's the problem. But see, I don't want people to think, well, since there's no credit police out there, it's still your responsibility, still your own personal responsibility to, understand these laws, the consumer laws. So we're going to pick on the corporate, the corporate entities, but I want to pick on the person as well, because you have to be proactive. So there's no credit police out there. So it's your responsibility to be familiar with these laws, the Fair Credit Reporting Act, Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, Uniform Commercial Code, or any consumer laws that are out there, okay? Be proactive. So, for instance, take the Fair Credit Reporting Act. Most people haven't even read it. You should go read it. Go to ftc.gov, www.ftc.gov. That's the Federal Trade Commission website. All of your consumer laws are on there. Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, Uniform Commercial, well, not the Uniform Commercial Code, it has its own website, and the Fair Credit Reporting Act. And familiarize yourself with them so that whatever financial move you're going to be taking, make sure that your credit is up to par. And don't transform that lender into some type of credit repair expert. Their job is to lend money. They don't have time to start giving you credit advice or whatever. The more prepared you are, the more they can do their job. So you can look at your credit reports free online at any time you want. There's a number of sites out there: Credit Karma, Credit Check Total, Annual Credit Report, Credit Sesame. There's a lot of them out there. So, I mean, I don't have any favorite because they're all going to give you pretty much the same information. But what you have to be careful on is the scores that you get. The lender has the best score, okay, and the credit reporting agencies have just recently been sued because of the scores are not the same as what the lenders have. So always rely on the lender scores until they correct that problem.
What is a good score, William? What's a good, better, and best?
Well, I would tell people 800 is a good score, but usually I think the lenders are looking at around a 640, 650 to start to engage you.
Kind of like an average, right? That's like your average.
Yeah, is that right?
Yeah, on average 640. There's some little bit less qualified, but yes. Depending on what type of program, what type of loan, that's what I'm seeing.
Right. Yep. But I'm going to try to get you as high as possible. Of course, I'm indirectly involved with the score. My primary objective is to legally remove as much of that information that does in fact belong to you now. Okay. We want to legally remove as much of that information as possible so that when the system rescores you, it's going to rescore you on the existing positive information. And that's what's going to cause a spike in your score.
Right.
So a 650 is good, but you don't want to lock yourself in there. Go for 800, 850, somewhere like that, and just make sure that you take the necessary actions ahead of time so that you won't surprise yourself in front of a lender. Because sometimes a lot of consumers, I hate to say it, but you get in there and you get dumbfounded in front of the lender. Oh, I didn't know my score was that low, or something like that.
Well, what's happening too? Sorry to interject here, but on that note, what's happening too is that identity theft is so prevalent right now. People are stealing. They're going by mailboxes, pulling out your mail. They're creating these fake identities, and then so that leads to your point, William, is that and then they get in there and they say, "Oh, I didn't know that was there. I didn't have this happen." We've even seen it happen with medical procedures being halted because of the information is false on their medical reports.
Yeah, and that's a violation of the HIPAA laws as well. We won't go into detail on that. But ID theft is one of the number one crimes. And you know who the biggest perpetrator of identity theft is?
Is it the bureaus?
The credit bureaus themselves. Isn't that ironic? They're the ones that's supposed to be the watchdog for the industry and helping us to protect ourselves from the abuses, and they're the ones that's committing most of the abuses. How do they do it? I tell people, make sure you put a promotional block on your credit report, because the credit reporting agencies, the way that these people that's performing identity theft is getting your credit report is from the credit reporting agency. So if you have a promotional block on your credit report, that'll take you off the list. So the credit reporting agency can't just arbitrarily send your name out to anybody for the right dollar amount.
Reason number 300 to hate the credit agencies.
Say it again?
Reason number 300 to hate the credit agencies. Yeah.
Reason number 300, I like that. But if people would just understand the credit, if we can make the credit reporting agency do their job, it would be great. But most of the time, we as consumers, we're not familiar with the consumer laws. So the credit reporting agencies are saying they're abdicating their responsibility. They're out there to make money. They can't make money by sitting up there informing you of your rights. So what they're doing is they're selling you information. They're getting kickbacks from the lenders, etc. So the primary objective here is that the consumer knows the consumer rights and makes the credit reporting agencies fulfill its responsibility to the consumer.
Yeah, he's William Crowley. I'm Brandon Rhymes. You're listening to the Consumer Quarterback Show. We're going to help you win no matter what you're facing, specifically in the credit space right now. So, William, let's talk about this credit package that you offer. Okay. I mean, I love this the ability to be behind a microphone here, helping consumers out there, helping potential buyers, helping people that are renting, but they want to get into home ownership. They're not sure how to do it. They're saving maybe a little bit of money. They're kind of budget money. They want to get into home ownership. So I love it that we have this opportunity to offer a credit package. So if you want to tee it up and I'll do the offer.
Okay, great. There's going to be a lot of information in there. And when you receive this information, please review it. And you can always contact me as well for any questions, comments, concerns, etc. But it's going to have information to show you how to protect yourself from identity theft. It's going to have the Fair Credit Reporting Act in there. It's showing you how to use the laws to dispute negative information on your credit report. And I want to remind you, we're going after the information that does in fact belong to you. So I know it kind of sounds kind of iffy or illegal, but it's really not. What we're doing is we're going after the credit reporting agencies for violation of due process, not the lender. We know the information belongs to you, okay? Mm-hmm. But the credit reporting agencies are violating steps prior to putting this information on your credit report. So therefore, you can have it legally removed off your credit report. We're going to show you that type of information. We're going to show you how to issue a validation of debt to a collector. I tell people never, ever pay a collector, but don't ignore them either. Right. This is somebody that's inquiring about a debt. You need to let them know whether the debt exists or not. So issue a validation of debt to the collectors. All this information is going to be in that packet, okay? When you receive the packet, read the information, folks, and I'm readily available to discuss it.
That's right. ConsumerQB.com. You see all of contact information for William Crowley there. His cell number, his email direct is right there. His information's on ConsumerQB.com. And so all you have to do is text the word credit to our Consumer Advocate hotline right now. Just pull out your smartphone and text the word credit. Take that first step. Be proactive into living a better life for your family. 813-670-7372. The first 5 listeners that text the word credit, we're going to give you this free credit package. 813-670-7372. And when we come back, we're going to jump into some health topics as well with Steve Gunnin, managing partner, Replenish IV Solutions, coming up as well. Will Hyder, expert buyer agent with Platinum MVP Realty. And we want to give a shout out to the Maids Cleaning Service. They do a great job cleaning our real estate properties. 24-hour, 100% satisfaction guaranteed by the Maids Cleaning Service. They are referred for a reason. We'll see you on the other side of the break.
Hey, this is Grant Cardone, and you're listening to Consumer Quarterback Show, hosted by my friend Brandon Rhymes. Do not touch that dial. I'll come right through the radio and grab your throat.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com. listening to the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. Online at consumerqb.com.
All right, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Brandon Rhymes here, Quarterback Show, Platinum MVP Realty, and a top listing agent in Tampa Bay. I've been featured in Florida Realtor Magazine multiple times. Most recently, cover story of Florida Realtor Magazine for July of this year. Just recently featured again in a prospecting story that they did. So we're real excited about the marketplace, real excited about things happening around Platinum MVP Realty, and looking for a few agents as well. If you're an agent out there and wanting to learn more about how to grow your sphere of influence and become a closer, we'd love to talk to you with that. So reach out. A couple ways to engage us. consumerqb.com. There's a contact form. You can submit an email. You can also see all of our expert contributors, over 80 show partners at consumerqb.com. You can also shoot a message or a text message or a phone call, 813-670-7372. That is our consumer advocate hotline. Anything that you're facing out there, we would love to hear from you and help you. ConsumerQB.com, 813-670-7372. And we want to give a shout out to Signature Massage and Facial Spa in Tampa. Are you looking to get a massage or facial at an affordable price? Look no further. Signature Massage and Facial Spa, they offer a 1-hour Swedish massage for $49.95, always, and no contracts. Come in early for early bird specials and receive an additional $10 off. You'll receive a professional massage at a great price. For those muscles and knots that need extra work, talk about a deep tissue massage or sports massage. If skincare is what you're looking for, they have amazing facial and microderm packages. Check out Signature Massage and Facial Spa at 11248 West Hillsborough Avenue in Tampa, or give us a call on our Consumer Advocate Hotline, 813-670-7372. And make sure you mention the RELAX coupon code, and you'll get 10% off as well. All right, we're here in studio helping you win in any marketplace. Back in studio, Stephen Gunnin, managing partner, Replenish IV Solutions at Opus Health. Welcome in, sir.
How we doing?
Yeah, things are good, man.
Living the dream.
That's right, working hard.
Trying to live the dream. That's all we can do.
Which dream is it?
I'll let you know when I finish,
Okay.
when I wake up.
All right.
That's at all possible. No, we're just rocking and rolling, trying to make things happen. You know, we do our vitamin IVs, trying to get people to feel better, work better, athletic performance, detox, weight loss. You know,
right.
whatever they're trying to get better from.
And everybody
better
needs
with.
it. Everybody could use it. I mean, no matter, you're a busy professional, you're working hard, you're stressed out sometimes, life is coming at you. Go down and visit Steve, get a Replenish IV.
We had two people come in yesterday that are taking the Florida bar exam today.
Nice.
So they were staying downtown. The bar exam, I guess, is being administered down at the convention center today.
Wow.
So they were staying downtown. Said, "Look, man, we got to study a little bit more. We need to." I said, "Come on in." You know, it's funny.
Nice.
People come in for different things.
That's
Not the party crowd. This is just like, hey, I got to be ready for tomorrow.
Yeah.
'Cause I guess it's like a 4 or 5 hour test.
Well, you do get some of the party crowd.
Oh,
right?
we get a fair amount of the party crowd.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, you come in a lot. Oh, I probably shouldn't have said that out loud.
After a concert, hey, you're going in there.
That out loud, but
No, it's all right.
It happens. No, honestly, we get a fair amount of the party crowd. We get a fair amount of people that have conditions. We get a fair amount of the people that, it's coming up that time of year where it's football players.
Yeah.
We've even
Hard Knocks coming out.
Yeah, we've even had it
it
where
is.
we've even had some high school teams, and I said, yeah, we can do that. You've got to get your administration on board. You've got to get parent involvement, signatures, the whole 9 yards, and be in agreement with what our medical director and everything sets out. But as long as we can do that, that's fine. I mean, because you've heard of kids like, trying to push it too hard.
Yeah.
And they don't have an off switch. Oh,
You've had deaths
You've
with
had a few
coaches
in our
getting
area.
in trouble for not letting them get enough water.
Yeah,
you don't earn a water break yet.
Used to be a way of punishment, but there's got to be other ways, because that's just not smart.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. I think now in 2017,
I mean, you play
we
football.
know that.
We know.
Yep.
You try to push it to a point to where you're making a point to the player, but you're not hurting them. Well, some people don't know how to draw that line. So, and some athletes, they're just, no matter what they take in, whether what they take in food wise during the week doesn't help them with their hydration.
Right.
And they'll tell you right now, the coaches will say these guys are chronically chronically crampers.
Yep.
And it's just they're not taking in the right electrolytes, they're not taking in the right fluid, and it's not sticking. So,
Steve Gunnin here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. I'm your host, Brandon Rhymes. Replenish IV Solutions at Opus Health, downtown Channelside District, and 912 Channelside Drive in Tampa, to be exact. Now, Steve, going to a serious note, you guys are treating cancer patients down there.
What we like to do is we don't say we're treating them. We're helping them with their alternative. Now, a lot of the people will go in and have their chemo of various things, some form of radiation. Once they're outside of there and they're trying to have something more all natural to work and in adjunct to what they're doing, we do like high doses of like vitamin C and glutathione, which is a big antioxidant. And, we'll also give them a little extra B vitamins. These people are, they're run down. They're mentally fatigued. I don't even want to imagine, knock on wood, what it feels like to have those kind of chemicals.
Some can't eat as much as well, correct?
Yeah, they can't eat well. It works on their head. I had one lady who was like, she would say, I go into my pity party. She's like, it's just hard. It's hard physically, but it's hard mentally on your body. You go in there and you give them a good dose of B vitamins, give them a good dose of a really high dose of vitamin C, which can, there's studies. I don't make this up. People can go do their own research on this. That large doses of vitamin C can help to tear down, attack cancer cells in the body. They attack foreign cells to the body. Don't have any harm on your normal cells, but can attack cells that are foreign to the body. And it just helps them feel better. And if you can help somebody feel better mentally and physically, then that person is going to have a better outlook. And then, yes, if you think you're better, you feel better, then you got a good chance of being better.
That's right.
It's not just, let's go get this pill and feel better.
There's no doubt that the mind leads the body.
Oh, absolutely.
It's all about the mindset, the attitude, the perception that you have, creating that reality. So, visiting Replenish IV Solutions, let's talk about the process. You're going to go down and you're going to sit in a very comfortable chair. You're going to kick your feet up. I'll let you describe it.
You come in, if this is the first time you come in, it's a doctor's office. We do have urgent care primary there, hormone replacement, vision, dental, the whole 9 yards is there. But where our portion, you come in, you fill out, you do your paperwork, and then you come back and we get you water. You can have a nice fizzy water or Perrier, if you will, and get comfortable. We throw on the Netflix, throw on the TV, throw on a movie, whatever you want. Get relaxed. If you want to sit there, we've had a guy who came in yesterday who came back from New York with the flu, just wanted the lights off and wanted to just relax. It's like, hey, it's your time. Do what you want.
Yeah.
Came in, got a nice dose of vitamins, got an IV, and went home. Already texted me today that he feels better.
Nice.
It's not a magic bullet, but what it does is it helps you feel better while you're dealing with whatever you're dealing with. It's not going to stop you from getting a cold, but if you raise your immune system up enough consistently, it can help you to prevent getting some of these things.
Let's talk about acidity in the body, acidic versus basic. That's one of the key factors when it comes to even allowing some of these things to manifest in the body, isn't it?
Yeah, and a lot of stuff is what you're talking about is in the gut. The gut health is what everybody focuses on nowadays, because you're getting these things that say, I've got a leaky gut. The leaky gut can lead to an autoimmune disorder. We help with like doses of magnesium that work on the cellular level. There's a lot of things too, like probiotics. Get yourself a good probiotic. We do have a line of those that we offer through Age Vital. You're familiar with Dr. Jenny down in Sarasota. But get yourself, whatever the case, get yourself a good probiotic and get yourself on a good plan. It's not magic. Like for weight loss, I've lost since March almost 50 pounds.
Nice.
And it's not magic. It's clean eating. I do some of the stuff that we do. We do HCG, which is again, it's a hormone, but it helps you protect your lean muscle mass. But the big thing is that I've found is like, do that, but you've got to do it in conjunction with your mental. You've got to say, hey, look, this is what I'm going to do, and you've got to eat clean.
Yep.
So if you do those three things, I don't care really what diet you're on, as long as it's a legitimate diet, it's going to help.
That's right.
But you come in and you do things that are proactive to take care of yourself. That's really what we are. We're proactive.
Being proactive.
Wellness. We're proactive wellness for like the travel person that comes in town.
That's right. Putting a lot of the positive things in effect, taking time out of your busy schedule. Go visit Replenish IV Solutions. Steve Gunnin, managing partner, Replenish IV Solutions at Opus Health, right down there in Channelside, very conveniently located. All of our expert contributors are listed on our website at consumerqb.com. As you know, I'm the owner of Platinum MVP Realty. Got a couple of hot listings. The owners just reduced these property listings, so I want to let everyone know about it. 10616 Cape Hatteras Drive in Tampa, just reduced. This is a 4-bedroom bedrooms, 2.5 property, 2.5 bath property, 2,940 square feet, over 3,900 total square feet, gated community within a gated community, pool and spa, honor conservation, $381,000 just reduced. 701 East Crenshaw Street in Tampa. This is in Harmony Heights. 3-bedroom, 2-bath property, pool home, gated, fenced-in backyard, rather. Over 2,358 square feet, just reduced as well. The seller is motivated on an exceptional remodel here in beautiful Tampa Bay. And we want to give a big shout out to Felicia Lacaille with Healthy Gourmet. Meal plan starting at $90 a week. Optimal fuel, optimal performance, Healthy Gourmet, organic veggies, natural proteins delivered fresh 3 times a week. Felicia Lacaille, longtime friend of the program. I love it. Monday, Wednesday, Friday roll around. Awesome food.
I've had it several times.
I just switched
Really
over to
good.
vegetarian deliveries. The food is great, and really appreciate Felicia Lacaille and her team. $90 a week. Meal plan starting at $90 a week, 10 meals delivered fresh. Stay with us. Don't touch that dial. Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
This is Warwick Dunn, and you're listening to the Real Estate Quarterback Show hosted by my man, Brandon Rhymes.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com. You're listening to the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. Online at consumerqb.com.
All right, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Brandon Rhymes here, giving a shout out to Kipton's, the Hotel Zamora on beautiful St. Pete Beach. It's a whitewashed Mediterranean palace with expansive luxury suites overlooking the Gulf of Mexico and the Intercoastal Waterway there. And if you're a boater like me, I love to get out there on the weekends with Freedom Boat Club. You pull your boat right up to the boat slips, enjoy the hot tub, the pool, the bar downstairs. And if you'd like to do yoga on the weekends, if you're a yogi, Saturday morning, they got yoga on the rooftop. Thursday night karaoke. Now, make sure you book your staycation. Let them know the Real Estate Quarterback sent you, and you're going to get a 10 to 20% discount off of your room stay just by mentioning you heard them on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Just use the REQB code, and you're going to get 10 to 20% off of your room stay over at Kipton's, the Hotel Zamora on beautiful St. Pete Beach. All right, we're back here in studio helping you win in any marketplace. That's the goal of our show. First segment, we had William Crowley, a.k.a. the Credit Magician, educating folks about the Fair Credit Reporting Act and some of the different things happening within the identity theft prevention and recovery and credit improvement space. Second segment, we heard from Steve Gunnin. He's a managing partner, Replenish IV Solutions. And then now we're going to talk with William Hyder. He's an expert buyer agent with Platinum MVP Realty. Also does a lot of Facebook ad management and consulting as well. So, Will, welcome in, sir.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, my pleasure. I see you got your 10X hat on. 10X, baby. 10X things, right?
Hashtag momentum.
That's right. So, yeah, a lot of good stuff happening with the real estate market. We're real excited about things happening around Platinum MVP Realty, the market. Tampa Bay is such a great place to live, work, and play. One of the factors that we're having, one of the issues we're having, rather, is that there's a lot of families that are moving into the Bay Area, or trying to move into the Bay Area, but there's a lack of inventory, limited inventory right now.
Yes, sir. Over 800 people move to Tampa every single day. We have extremely low inventory. In the market, I'm dealing with a lot of first-time home buyers that give me a call every day. They're unfamiliar with how hot this market is. When you like a home and you find a home, you have to move on it quickly. There's multiple offers putting in. You're going up against cash buyers. So it's important you have a tech-savvy agent that can get you through the process, negotiate the contract for you, and get your contract accepted quickly. And get that home so you're not going around for 2-3 months trying to find a house because you're getting beat out by, someone else that's seen a house before you.
Yeah, it's all about timing. It's about being creative as well. We've seen different strategies where you're using video to evoke emotion to the seller through if you're representing the buyer, a nice cover letter that's going to talk about the family that wants to move into the home. There's a lot of different strategies behind it as well.
Correct. Yep.
So when you look at the real estate market, you look at Tampa Bay, and of course, with William, what he said, a lot of buyers wait till they find the house that they want, then they kind of do the process backwards. There's issues that pop up on credit. Let's talk about that buying side process.
So the first process I always talk to my buyers is, do you know what type of buying are you going to do? Are you a cash buyer? Are you do financing? And most of them say, we're looking to do financing. Okay, great. Fantastic. Have you spoke with anyone in regards to your credit or how much you're getting pre-approved for? Most of them say either they have or they haven't. If they haven't, it's very important that you speak to somebody either like William if you have issues about your credit, or we have other people, mortgage partners on our show that we can direct you to get you those answers that you need to find out how much you pre-qualify for so you know what type of house you can essentially buy.
That's right.
That's important so you're not going around looking for houses essentially that could be out of your budget, or maybe you can get more home for maybe what you didn't think that you could get, essentially.
Yeah, you could maybe afford more home, but the key is just not waiting till the last minute, being proactive. Again, it's the resounding theme of this show is being proactive, being that consumer advocate. We have two great lenders that we work with the show. We've got Mario Larea with Home First Lending, also Jason Brooks with eMortgage Management, Delbro Mortgage. They do a great job on the pre-qualification. Okay, now Will, that pre-qualified buyer has that pre-approval. They're ready to go shopping. What do we do now?
First thing you want to do is you want to get a very experienced agent that knows the market, knows the areas, knows what you're looking for. So if you would like to speak to somebody like that, definitely give us a shout. Reach out to Brandon on the Consumer Quarterback Show. He'll direct you to me. We can definitely get you through the process. But essentially, once you get your pre-qualification, we know how much you're working with and what kind of house you can purchase, then we start the search, right? So I will then begin asking you questions about, what type of home you're looking for. Do you have children, condo or single family? Because there's a lot of different things that come into play when you're purchasing a home. Condos are a lot more strenuous when it comes to doing financing versus a single family home. You're dealing with HOAs, condo fees. There's a lot more to go into it. So you need a tech-savvy real estate agent that knows those things and can direct you the right way.
And if you're an investor, we're going to talk now about investors as well. So if you're an investor out there, you look at where the smart money's going and where people are looking at it. Real estate is a class that you can insure. It's an insurable asset. It's going to appreciate traditionally over time. The opportunity to buy it through an IRA. We think about Scott Maurer with Advanta IRA as a partner on our show. So you buy the assets through an IRA potentially, and you're looking at abilities to buy properties off market. So let's talk a little bit about investors out there, Will.
Investors, this is the market that you guys want to be in. The rental market is exploding here.
Mm-hmm.
You buy properties now, you can rent them for very good return on investment on your essentially your purchase. Please, the time is now. the prices are continuously going up. So the time to buy is now. While the rent, you can still get good money for your rent. So as far as investors, please call us. We have a lot of pre-foreclosure, short sales, a lot of things that come up. But at the same time, you have to be quick. You have to move with speed and urgency to get these contracts accepted, because you're going up against other people as well that are doing the exact same thing you are. So please give me a call, and we will get that done for you.
Yeah, competition is very, it's fierce right now for competition for buying on the buying side, and you want to differentiate yourself as many ways as you can when you're looking at buying real estate. So I'm your host, Brandon Rhymes, here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, talking with Will Hyder. He's an expert real estate agent here, buyer agent with Platinum MVP Realty. Also manages a lot of our Facebook advertising, and he's a consultant as well. Let's switch gears, talk a little marketing now. So what are you seeing with Facebook? First of all, when you walk around the mall, you walk around even a concert, you walk around, you look at phones. People like to people watch. That's what we do, right? So you take a look and you see that blue bar at the top of the screen. A lot of people are on their Facebook every day. I mean, they're multiple times checking their Facebook. So that's where a lot of the business is going to be derived from. So let's talk a little bit about strategy with Facebook.
Facebook is severely underutilized. Tons of business owners do not know how to use Facebook to generate leads for their business. I have tapped into it. I'm now using it for real estate agents, not only for our own brokerages, but other real estate agents all across the country. I've now branched over to business owners. So if you would like to learn how to drive new leads for your business, for the first 5 listeners, we're offering a free trial. I will set up the funnel for you, drive the leads, show you that the process works, and then we can discuss further on how we can continuously drive those leads.
So for the first 5 listeners, we're going to give you a free trial. Will is going to set up the actual campaign for you, and then they just have to actually pay for the spend, right?
Yeah, you pay for the ad budget, which on average, I'm running an ad right now for a mechanic. We've already driven 4 leads, and he spent, I think it's $20. I have to look at the ad budget. But I can normally drive leads within the first 7 days with $100 or less. Mm-hmm. I mean, that is unbelievable.
Yeah. You look at that. You look at some of the traditional ways, right? You look at traditional ways of marketing and advertising through magazines, print advertising, hoping that somebody's going to flip to that page. We're talking about ways to get on people's smartphone, get in their Facebook feeds, and do targeted ads, whatever it's. There's different types of ads. We'll talk about that next. But so for the first 5 people who text the word free trial, go ahead and text the word free trial to 813-670-7372. If you're a business owner, you're a manager out there, and you want to take Will Hyder up on this offer, he's a Facebook ad expert management consultant. Text 670-7372. Text free trial to that number, and you're going to get an opportunity to work with Will. He's going to basically waive the initial fee and then just help manage and set up an ad budget for you, an ad spend, right?
Right. Once we get it up running and you see it's performing, then obviously it pays for itself. You can obviously see the return on investment. Marketing is very niche-y. People spend a lot of money on marketing and they get a lot of bad stuff. So I'm willing to take the step first, show you it works, and then we can discuss, further going on.
Yeah, it's kind of moving the free line is what I think it was. Not Russell Brunson, but one of the other guys. They talked about in the beginning of the whole marketing craze with the online funnels, the click funnels. They talked about moving the free line. Can't think of the guy's name. Frank Kern, I think it was, that kind of coined that phrase. But if you're a small business out there and you're looking, okay, hey, I've got a very small budget. I've got $500 a month. I've got $1,000 a month that I can spend on marketing. Facebook is a really good alternative. So, Will, there's different types of ways that people can market as well. They can offer discounts. They can offer early bird specials. Right. Let's talk about that a little bit.
So, depending on what type of business you have, whether say you're, for example, you're a chiropractor or a massage therapist, we can offer an initial discount to get them in the door, grab them. And that value that you get from that one customer that comes in continuously, the value that you get, residuals from the customer repeatedly coming back is where you make a lot of your initial return on investment after the fact, right?
Right.
So it's really easy to create a funnel for that to drive people in by offering an initial discount. Mm-hmm. And then once they get in, they can see the value that you add for your company, and then you can keep them as a customer and show them other things that you have as well.
Right. Awesome. Yeah, I like that. So when you look at also on the side of real estate, there's a lot of interesting things that we're doing with Facebook. We're driving people to open houses. We're marketing for sellers. I mean, it's a very interesting marketplace that you can do that in.
Yes, real estate is very good to advertise online. As you can see, Zillow and Trulia, they do it all day long. 96% of all home buyers and sellers start their search online. So Facebook is another platform to do that on.
That's right.
What about IV business or credit repair?
Perfect. We'd love to meet with you guys.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Hey, that's Will Hyder. I'm Brandon Rhymes. He's an expert buyer agent, Platinum MVP Realty, also Facebook ad management consultant. Check him out, consumerqb.com. And as you know, with Platinum MVP Realty, we provide our sellers extra exposure. And I got a couple of hot listings I want to let you know about. 1646 Sherwood Street in Clearwater. 3-bedroom, 2-bath property, $239,000, and it's about a 1,600 square foot home. Beautiful pictures online, compliments of Fabre Frameworks. Check out the pictures online as well at consumerqb.com. Also, a hot property that we've got here. It's a pre-construction deal, $1.29 million. A great buying opportunity in Northeast St. Petersburg, 215 12th Avenue Northeast St. Pete. 4 bedrooms, 5 bath. This is a SIPS panel home. It's one of the newer technologies in building homes. $1.29 million for over 3,680 square feet, and it's the 215 12th Avenue Northeast. So if you get in early on this deal, you can kind of have your hand in some of the final touches as far as the tile choices. Actually, doing wood flooring. Granite countertops, what type of colors you want, what types of cabinets, and all that good stuff. So, Consumer Quarterback Show. When we come back, we're going to jump into our feel-good story of the week. The teen who lost everything in fire spends his last $40 on firefighters, and we're going to pit our panel against each other. We're going to have them check the top 10 most popular game shows in TV history, top10s.com. Let's see where you're going to stack up, William. All right, stay with us. Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
Hey everybody, I'm Forbes Riley, celebrity TV fitness host and creator of The Spin Gym. I'm here today with Brandon Rhymes, and you're listening to the Consumer Quarterback Show. Great ways to get happy, healthy, and wealthy.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com. listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-670-7372.
All right. Welcome back. Brandon Rhymes here. Quarterback Show. Platinum MVP Realty. Braylon Joe is in the house as well. And she's going to help us with our feel-good story of the week. And we're going to call that audible as well. Peyton Manning helping us with that audible there. All right, let's do our top 10. What do you think? What do you say? Let's jump into this top 10. You guys up for it?
Let's do it.
Heck no.
All right, top 10 most popular game shows in TV history. Top10.com. Braylon, you going to do the buzz? All right, here we go. Top 10. Let me know, William. What you got, buddy? Let me know.
Let's make a deal, buddy. Monty Hall.
Let's make a deal. William Crowley.
That should be number
Right
one.
there, the green one. Get it?
I got another one.
Yes. Let's make a deal. Number 7 on the list. All right.
Wow.
Steve Gunnin, top 10 most popular game shows.
Price is Right.
The Price is Right is on the list, Steve.
That's all there is to it.
One of the best movie quotes of all time, too. Barb Barker, The Price is Wrong.
Happy Gilmore.
Let's just leave it at
We
that.
won't say it, the whole thing.
All right, Will, let's see what you got, buddy.
Good old Family Feud. Gotta love Steve Harvey.
Oh, he took
Family
mine.
Feud.
He took
Family
mine.
Feud, number 4.
That's all there is to it.
Thought for sure that'd be number one.
That's all there is to it.
All right, Will, you got that one. William Crowley, back to you.
Oh, let me Google then.
No Google.
Oh man, I had Let's Make a Deal. I don't know now.
Uh-oh.
I don't watch no TV.
You don't watch TV?
Oh gosh.
Oh man, these are
Come on now.
Oh,
How about a newer one? Who wants to be a millionaire?
His time's up, buddy. William got buzzed.
Oh my goodness.
Man. Sorry, bro.
Oh, I
wants to
didn't
be
get
a
to Google.
millionaire?
Who
Everybody
wants to be in
Google.
there? Number 9 on the list, Steve.
Just like that. That's all there is to it.
Jeopardy.
Jeopardy is number 1.
Yeah.
That's all there
All
is
right,
to
so
it.
let's round it out
You
for
want to be number one? Give me a call.
Read it down. Top 10 down. 10 is what?
10 is Wheel of Fortune. 9 is Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. 8 is Password. 7 is Let's Make a Deal. 6 is Match Game. 5 is Deal or No Deal. 4 is Family Feud. 3 is The Price is Right. 2 is Pyramid, and then 1 is Jeopardy.
Pyramid.
That pyramid used to be a cool one.
I didn't even know that existed.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Oh, I didn't know he did.
Don't take my win. Come on
He
now.
was cheating.
Wheel of Fortune, Vanna White, long time. You got Pyramid. I forgot who did that one. That was a popular
I've never heard of that one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
before my
popular
time.
though.
What's that?
Pyramid.
Oh yeah, the
It was-
$50,000 pyramid
That
or
was
whatever.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, $50,000. Yep. All right, perfect.
Price
So
has
there's our
gone up
top
since
10.
then.
That was our top 10, and good stuff, guys. Let's see. All right, so now we got our feel-good story. Every week we want to do a feel-good story, kind of tell you a little bit something positive happening out there instead of a lot of the same stuff you see in the mainstream media.
An Alabama mom can't help but brag about her 15-year-old son, Kenneth. In general, teenagers get a bad rap, Casey Bennett told AL.com. My son is a good kid, he really is. Earlier this month, the Bennett family's house burned down, and they lost everything. On the night of the fire, Kenneth returned from a friend's house to find volunteer firefighters battling to put out a blaze that has consumed his home. Shockingly, the high school sophomore, though, thought not of himself or his possessions, but of the firefighters. Their cooler, he noticed, was near empty. Around 1 a.m., after the fire was out, Kenneth went to a nearby gas station to buy a root beer. Then he noticed some cases of water, so he handed the clerk $40 and took the water straight to the fire department. That $40 was all Kenneth had left. He had been saving all of the money for his anniversary the day after that fire. Casey explained to AL.com. He wanted to take his girlfriend Bailey to Ruth's Chris. A few days later, Casey sent her go-to local traffic source, Mobile Traffic, a Facebook message with a question about traffic on the interstate. Shortly into the conversation, she told the mysterious man behind the page about what Kenneth had done for the firefighters. Touched, the man behind Mobile Traffic reached out to the fans of his page for treating Kenneth to dinner at a local restaurant and possibly a limo to help him surprise his girlfriend with a nice night. And boy, did they pull through. This week, with help from a few generous fans, Kenneth was given new clothes, a limo ride, and a free meal at Felix's fish camp. Spanish for himself and his girlfriend. When Kenneth was asked why he had spent his remaining money the way he had, this was his answer. I just saw firefighters were down to their last couple of bottled waters, and I figured it would be the least if I could do for putting out for that to do for them for putting out
the house fire.
Yeah.
Awesome. Good stuff, Braylon. Interesting story. Any comments on that?
Oh, I mean, hey, I think it's a great deed because we hear so much negative stuff in the news all the time. It's always good to hear that something like this is refreshing.
That's right.
So
yeah,
as
absolutely.
a retired firefighter, I'm happy and really impressed somebody would do that because, everybody wants to help out at times, but, nobody actually takes that step and does it.
That's right.
The lightning round.
You guys ready for this?
So good at
the
lightning
round.
I major
Top
in
tips.
lightning round.
Things to do, things to avoid, nuggets of advice. William Crowley, you're up first.
Be proactive. Read the Fair Credit Reporting Act. Everybody, read the Fair Credit Reporting Act. It may be a boring read, but it's going to definitely
I need the
help
Cliff
you.
Notes version of that, please.
Put it next to your bedside. You're having trouble falling asleep, right?
That's right.
Unless you can read by osmosis, it's still probably not going to get read.
Yeah.
You need to take it in without actually reading it.
All right,
But,
Steve, top tips, things to do, things to avoid.
If you're trying to lose weight, we'd love you to go on our HCG. It's a great either 30 or 40 day plan, but eat clean and make the decision that you're going to make a change. Because if you don't, I could say something, anybody else could say something, and you're just going to be wasting your money. You've got to make that decision.
That's right.
And make the decision to go on the plan and to eat clean. Because if not, you're wasting your time.
Yeah, it's got to come from within.
Excellent.
That internal compass has to point you that way.
It's got to be pointing north, or else it's not going to make a change.
Will Hyder, top buyer agent in Tampa Bay and a marketing expert. Top tips, things to do, things to avoid.
Attention buyers, if you guys are looking for a new home, don't be afraid. I know the process seems very difficult. Just reach out. We can help you. We'll walk you through the whole process. If you're an investor, we'll do the same thing. Don't get worried about the process. We'll walk you through step by step. We'll let you know. We'll direct you on where you need to go to get the information you need. Please call us. That's the best tip I can give you guys is make sure you have an experienced either agent, loan officer, the whole process. Make sure you have experienced people to help you through this. It makes the whole thing seamless and it's just a lot easier.
That's right. Yeah. Being proactive. I want to leave you with a quote here as well. Goal-oriented thinking versus reactionary thinking. Quote from Vince Lombardi. Mental toughness is many things and rather difficult to explain. Its qualities are sacrifice, self-denial. Also, most importantly, it is combined with a perfectly disciplined will that refuses to give in. It's a state of mind. You could call it character in action. And so you think about that. You think of those words of Vince Lombardi and how he led several successful teams to multiple Super Bowl wins and one of the winningest coaches of all times. You think about that, and you think about in your business and life, think about the Pareto's principle, the 80-20 rule, focusing 80% of your efforts on that 20% that really matters. Your vital few is what Wilfredo Pareto, the Italian economist, called that. So find out where your revenue's coming from, where are your leads coming from, where are you generating it, and then look at the Pareto's principle. Focus on the vital few. There's a law of three as well that breaks it down into the top 3 actions that you can take when it comes to that. So we want you to please go out there and consider committing a random act of kindness, something as simple as packing up leftover food you may have in your pantry, handing it to that person that you see in need on the side of the road. Also clothing as well, handing out clothing potentially. It's going to be getting colder in the coming months. And be a force for good in the community out there. Be a force for good and do something kind for someone else. Doesn't have to be some major act, just something kind. And be a force for good out there. Thanks to all of our team. Thanks to our expert contributors here. William Crowley, the credit magician. Steve Gunnin, Replenish IV Solutions. Will Hyder, Platinum MVP Realty. And we appreciate you tuning into the show. WeBeam TV as well. Check out our TV show on WeBeam TV. Facebook.com at Brandon Rhymes PA. On Twitter at Brandon Rhymes1. We'll see you next time.
You've been listening to the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes. Whether it's real estate, consumer, or financial, financial advice, let Brandon call your next play. Contact Brandon Rhymes at 813-670-7372. That's 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com. And join us next time for the Consumer Quarterback Show. Weekday afternoons at 5 on AM 1380. The Biz.
Enjoy tranquil seclusion in an eco-lover's paradise. Paddling through the mangroves where the only sounds you'll hear are the sounds of nature. Because you deserve to relax on vacation, visit Pasco County, Florida.